Welcome to our first ever meme review. We are so excited to be doing this professionally.
Yes, we are. And the memes are, as you would say, flying in thick and fast.
Yeah,
I'm Whiskey Wotan up in Pretoria offices.
yeah. So we've got bureaus and everything, and a very very sharply dressed co-host. I am quite envious of this. But what do you say we get straight to the memes, because that's all about the memes, right?
Let's do that.
Let's do that. So first up, AirPods. What is the AirPods meme?
Oh no, AirPods. Yes, Wogan, this is a fantastic meme to get right into. It seems that hundreds of douchebags the world over have gotten this accessory and now are acting like they're better than everyone else. Hence the AirPods meme to mock them because you apparently can't hear people when you have AirPods in. I, for one, think this is a great merger of the January 5th Queen meme with Chungus, I believe it is.
I'm going with Chungus because it's American.
Chungus.
But yes, the Chungus.
Yeah.
The huge ass fat rabbit. And there's a couple of great ones. I think this might be my favorite.
Fantastic historical take. Caesar's clearly having a bad day here. However, I know what works for bad days. First, a word from our sponsors, Highland Queen Whiskey, for the day when you've been way too tilted. Is it professional for me to drink in the news studio? Who cares? I'm a newscaster. I've got a tie on. Who cares?
Yeah, we're like ANN 8 over here. You know, ANN 7's older brother.
Yeah.
All right, level up, dude. I love these Ugandan knuckles memes. So
I believe it's. I think this is like the last death gasp of the Ugandan knuckles meme.
like, but say it isn't so. I mean, we still don't all know the way. I mean, clearly.
This is true.
And then like this beautiful "That's How Mafia Works" intersection.
Sometimes you get two memes merging together beautifully, and that is an example of that.
Mafia works. All right, so this one. Level 35. Dude, are the Thanos memes ever going to end? I mean...
I, for one, still maintain that Thanos did nothing wrong. He just wants the best for everyone.
Well, half of everyone.
Well, you know.
Anyway. So a couple other favorites. The perennial classic. I love these.
Of course, it's an intersection of Can I Speak to the Manager and Level Up, which is fantastic. I mean, there's something about never leaving your hometown in the middle of South Africa and going to the hairdresser every 3 weeks to get highlights put in that makes you think you can speak to any old manager any way you want.
But also that resting bitch face on the left is just nice. That is
fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. It's just outstanding.
So
yes, Gillette. Let's stay topical.
So yeah, Gillette being for thin skins and all now. Dude, it's the ma'am one that I'm more interested in. So where's the ma'am one come from? Do you know? I'd like to take a shot at it's ma'am.
So I think most people have seen this clip, but it was a transgender customer. I can't remember what store. You know what? I can't even off the top of my head remember what state it was, but I'm willing to gamble and say Florida because it's like America's zoo. I think they're secretly pumping vaporized bath salts into the air over Florida, what makes it so wacky. I got that from my man's Alex Jones. Shout out to the great meme king. But the transgender character in question here, the lady,
the ma'am, it's ma'am,
was misgendered by the store clerk and lost his or her shit, depending on how you view him or her.
I think we for the next one we got to get that actual clip. I think that clip was great. This is my favorite for the week because Pulp Fiction is my god, and so is Samuel L. Jackson. So these are everywhere. It's sort of like the new version of that, come over, my parents aren't home, a little bit. Only adapted for one of the best movies of all time. So, a couple of great examples of this one. It's optional, but that's all you have to say.
My personal favorite shit.
Man, this is making me want to watch Pulp Fiction again, just because it was a great movie.
It's a beautiful, beautiful meme. Like, I love it.
Oh yeah. So moving right along,
Holy intersectional politics, Batman.
Are
Yes,
the-
this man is being pictured right now. Was spotted at the March for Life, which is a pro-life rally that occurs every year in the United States around DC
Yeah.
area, and yeah, it's the guy in question.
raises some interesting points because
Yeah,
end capitalism. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
it's rare that you would see such an intersection of politics. You know, like your average pro-lifer is probably more conservative, let's say, and
Yeah.
more in favor of capitalism, whereas your average pro-choicer would be more in favor of. So he's sort of representing both ends of the spectrum there.
But I think, looking at his facial structure, I think he's just trolling. Like, I'm willing to put like 20% odds on him just showing up with signs, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that. They just show up with signs to provoke a reaction. That's almost most of the fun in these things. Yeah, so we got a good couple of mix of random ones. Johnny is back, albeit
Outstanding.
briefly. Yes. For those of you who haven't suffered, with Chrome's RAM appetite, it hasn't gotten any better in the last year or so. So no.
Yeah.
Def-
I think like the designers, like everyone who's developing on the Chrome project right now has kind of just reached a point where they're like, fuck it. Like your average rig has got like what, 16 gigs of RAM now in it anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's the average developer rig. Yeah, it works on my machine. I don't understand why it doesn't work on yours.
My machine. Fuck it.
Oh yes. And then just again, Game of Thrones, dude. This was Prince Philip escaped a car crash at 97. If that's not the most baller thing you've heard all week, I don't know what is. But also, like, Elizabeth's skills have really gone downhill since Princess Diana. Like, we got to...
Yeah, I mean, good lord. The dude's 97. I'm pretty sure a stiff breeze could take him out. Come on. The man looks like he doesn't have much life force left. You know, look at those eyes. He's like, yeah, any day now.
Dude,
any day.
I have a very different mental image of Prince Philip, obviously from like 10 years ago when he was still like all out and about. This dude looks homeless. Like, he just looks... You take the
Well, you say that, but technically, right?
Right.
Okay, all the royals except for Lizzie are homeless because she's the Queen of England. Everyone's just living in her castles. So technically, the next time somebody says you're a loser, just remember, even Prince Charles technically still lives in his mom's house. It's a big mom's house, but it's still technically living in your mom's house.
That's just wrong. Dude, Soldier Boy, again, one of the best stories in the last year.
Yes, an outstanding news item. As we
Outstanding.
know, Soldier Boy, high-level recap. Soldier Boy created a, shall we say, copyright tap dancing meme, rather console that, shall we say, triggered Nintendo. What would your take be?
My take was that Nintendo didn't take him seriously up until the point where he said that Nintendo wasn't going to do anything to him. And I think that's what triggered Nintendo.
I believe his exact words in all his soldier wisdoms were, Nintendo ain't going to do shit.
And so, obviously, just, I mean, the beautiful getting your ass kicked in Smash Bros. With Soldier Boy, I think that's good. That's great editing.
It's an outstanding piece.
That it is. And then, like, the biggest news story in our universe, Donald serving Big Macs at a White House dinner.
The man cannot stop. I've actually heard that applications to McDonald's work opportunities have tripled since then. So, you know, I'll keep you posted on that in the field. But I do believe that is the number right now. Many are signing up to work as a White House chef.
Exactly.
AKA McDonald's grill cook. Personally, I think that this may create a bit of a rivalry or reignite the rivalry between McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, which I am quite interested in viewing.
We're all desperately hoping that they get to duke it out over who served the better food. Yes, I would love to know if the fry cooks at McDonald's have started putting catered a White House event on their resumes, because that is technically true.
It is technically true.
Technically. Um, all right, and I think our last great one, the double soda pour.
Uh,
Uh, I
this one hits home personally for me. I'm gonna be honest. It's
yeah.
yeah, as an avid Fallout player myself, Wogan, I take this quite personally, and I also love it.
So I got a couple of great examples of this. My favorite is Japan because
Oh,
everyone forgets about Nanking when it comes to like this.
yeah, not to mention, it wasn't just Nanking. For those of you watching, Japan kind of during World War II did stuff that would put some of the stuff the Nazis did to shame,
Yeah.
especially in Nanking. It is quite literally a chapter in history called "The Rape of Nanking." When that is the name of a chapter in history, you know some bad shit happened.
Yep. But of course, it's all Hello Kitty and like weird rapey anime now, so we're good, you know? The world
Well, I have a theory. Like they always had that weird sexual repression going, but the
still do.
nuclear exposure kind of mutated their weird sexual exposure, like repression
Yeah.
thing happening,
Yeah,
and now we've got this.
it's definitely that the post Fukushima world is very different than the pre Fukushima world. I think that radiation is
See, if
affecting everyone.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand hadn't died, we wouldn't have World War One, and if we didn't have World War One, we wouldn't have hentai. So if that nigga could have just stayed alive for 5 damn seconds, we wouldn't have all this fucking hentai all over the place.
Well, we're in the most bizarre timeline, so away we go. And then, of course, Gillette, because they keep coming up. It's like, good job, Gillette.
Yeah, I have nothing more to say on this take. Well, what do you say back in Cape Town?
Well, down here in Cape Town, people are shaving by default anyway, so I think the whole Gillette thing just blew right past them. Like, of course, you would shave. So I think
Yeah,
in Cape Town the reaction was mixed, but I know that Pretoria has a different take on facial hair.
well, up here in Pretoria, many men are electing to grow out their full beards, which actually may come in useful considering as summer starts to come to a close, we're going to need that extra sort of facial hair to keep things warm.
Definitely.
I did once hear in a bar recently one gentleman saying that he is bristled for her pleasure. Read into that what you will. That is just the Pretoria way of saying things.
Ah, man, that it is. And that's all we have for you on the Meme Review Show this week. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
And keep the memes coming. Join our Discord. Our details are on noscriptshow.com and post your favorite memes. We'll review them. Cheers.
Thank you.